My name is Vivek and I work for the Humsapur Trust. That's the country's, India's oldest and the largest organization of gay men. Uh, we started work in 1994. We've been involved in issues of sexuality, health, human rights, and a lot of our work centers around decriminalization of homosexuality. So, as you may be aware, that Section 377 of the Indian Penal Code
Right.
criminalizes the act of homosexuality. This was challenged in the Delhi High Court in 2001, and Delhi High Court gave a favorable judgment in July 2009 when it struck down the law
Right.
and said, okay, so homosexuality is not a criminal offense. But then again in 2013 December, the Supreme Court of India recriminalized homosexual behavior. So that means, the freedom, the 4 years of freedom was taken back and people were brought back into the category of criminals. So one of the things that we are looking at World Pride in Toronto is to create an awareness, you know, raise the visibility bar, talk about Section 377 and how it criminalizes homosexual behavior,
Right.
and definitely get more global attention, more international attention towards India.
So what's happening right now is World Pride,
Right.
2 million people in the city, 2,000 volunteers, a huge, huge effort.
Right.
And so some of us living in Toronto who have had connections with the Indian group from the past, right? So there's history there,
Yes.
25 years. We just feel that this is a prime opportunity while all the other gay and lesbian organizations are in town to network,
Right.
raise the awareness, as Vivek said. And given the recent reversal that Vivek talked about in India, as well as some other countries where we seem to be kind of going back a step, not forward
Right.
a step, it felt like the timing was right for us to kind of elevate some of the urgency of what we need to do. And specifically from the international community, because it's not just an Indian battle, it's a battle for all of us, right?
Right.
Across the world. So what we did here is we organized a welcome reception for the Pride delegates, where we had municipal representation by Councillor Kristen Wong Tam. We had from the federal, we had Craig Scott. From the provincial, we had Glenn Murray. So, various levels of political leadership were present, as well as community leaders and activists. So a welcome reception was held where we essentially kicked off this campaign called No 377.
Right.
Which is to kind of rally for signatures. So we believe as a global community this is our kind of obligation.
Do you know why 377 was reinstated? You mentioned that it was brought back. Do you have any idea why?
It is like it's a law that was introduced by the British in 1860,
Right.
which we had challenged in the Delhi High Court.
Yes.
Okay, and we had won the battle in July 2009, but there were like about 18 groups that went against the judgment. So the Delhi High Court judgment was challenged in the Supreme Court.
Okay.
And 4 years later, the High Court judgment was reversed. And they said, no, the law is valid. Homosexuals remain criminals.
Right. And what happens if you are charged under this law? Like, what are the consequences?
If you're charged under Section 377, and if it is proved, you can be in prison anything from 10 years to life.
And what I hear is extortion, blackmail, further reason for the police not to be able to kind of provide support
Right.
in case of domestic violence. So there are all these kind of repercussions, as well as in the important work that the Humsafar team do in India. It essentially puts a damper in their HIV outreach work because it makes them look in the eyes of some like they're complicit in an illegal activity.
Right.
So I just want us to understand that the repercussions are far and wide and they're severe as well as in India, right?
Right.
So in terms of global support, our efforts right now, truthfully, have been focused very much on No 377 and getting the South Asian communities and then the other communities within Toronto.
Right.
We've not yet gone out and officially solicited support from some of the other groups because we just want to get focused on getting ourselves organized.
Right.
It's only been 72 hours. And also, get some support from the local non-South Asian community in Toronto. Once we're done this week, then the plan is to actually more formally solicit support from other groups, which activity we've already started here.
Right.
But we're not as aggressive on it.
And how can people help your efforts in achieving
How can people help our efforts?
Yes.
So it's something very simple. We kicked off this campaign. We've set up an online petition,
Right.
which is in the form of a letter to the Prime Minister of India, where we are looking at least 100,000 people, 100,000 individuals to sign the petition, so that it can be sent to the Prime Minister of India that how Section 377 affects the lives of LGBT people.
Right.
Secondly, we are looking at governments, we are looking at universities, schools, we are looking at corporations to write letters of support to Government of India, saying that they favor equal rights. Like I hear that Canadian government foreign policy very clearly states that they do not believe in criminalization of homosexuality.
Right.
Okay? So these are
It's a position we've taken, like the position on abortion,
Yeah.
right? I mean, it's just a human rights issue.
Right.
Yeah. So that's like the second key area. And also we are essentially kind of trying to mobilize a younger generation, a whole lot of youngsters who would commit maybe an hour a week, and we're calling them champions for change. So we are going to be here for a week. I'm going to go away on Monday, but this is not something which is going to end by Monday. Somebody has to take it forward. So we're setting up this small group of youngsters, calling them champions of change, and they would volunteer some time and take this forward for us. So they continue supporting us even after we've gone, because we don't know how long this battle is going on. It could go on for the next 6 months, 1 year, 5 years, we have no clue.